The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com.
Chris, you're dealing with some anger?
Yes, I got a little bit of an anger problem, and it just gets out of hand when I deal with my wife, and I take out my frustrations and my anger out on her. So it just causes more problems in our relationship, in our marriage.
Okay, go ahead.
And I just want to know how I can somewhat control it, because I tend to start to say things while I'm angry, and then later on regretting it.
Okay, yeah.
But once you say something, words are very hurtful.
Right,
so
right.
There's some things that she still holds against me that I've said while I was angry.
Right.
And,
Right, and those words can resonate for decades. I mean, they just stay in your head. They hurt so badly at the time that you remember them. And so,
yeah.
Tell me, can you give me a quick example of what happened with your wife recently, or a really bad example where you lost it with her?
Well, she was. I don't know what it is. It's just like sometimes when people ask me to or tell me to do something, I kind of get offensive. I kind of get on the defensive side because I really don't like when people telling me what to do.
Yeah.
So when she was asking me to do something in the house,
yeah,
I was just like, I'm gonna get to it, And then she was just, I don't know, she expected me to just up and do it right then and there.
Yeah.
I told her I would get to it, and then from there it just kept on going. It was just like,
So how did it escalate? What happened? What was the end point? Did you end up screaming, yelling, pinching, punching,
no,
swearing?
Nothing physical, but
okay.
I just I said a couple bad things, to her.
Without swearing, just give me an idea if you can water it down a little bit for the air.
I told her to shut the F up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of got into her weight,
Okay, so you went for the personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what did you say about her weight?
That she was just getting, a little bit big or whatnot.
Yeah.
And I know that right there alone was enough to just have her just not talk to me, and she hasn't been talking to me for like 2-3 days now.
Okay, so she gives you the silent treatment. So what you guys are doing is not working. She asks you to do something, and you're wanting her to respect your time and to do it at your own pace.
Yeah.
And you try to communicate that to her. She's frustrated because she wants you to do it at her pace, and I'm not sure which pace is reasonable, but obviously you need to negotiate that. And so she ends up getting into a pattern which I think any of us would recognize as the nag. And it's not fun to be a nag. I've been there, done that. And it's not fun, and I had to change my habit. And you just don't know how to zip her mouth. I don't mean that in a negative way, but you don't know how to turn the volume down on her. And the more you try, the more it escalates. Because if you tell somebody to shut up, they're going to escalate. I can guarantee you they're either going to shut off, which she did, the silent treatment, or escalate and talk louder so that you don't try to dismiss her. People don't like to be dismissed.
Right.
Brushed aside. And then when you attack her weight, now she feels like you're no longer her partner, the guy that you're no longer her husband as a friend. You're the enemy. Because you're someone that will attack her on something that's a real sensitive point, and we don't tend to do that to our best friends.
Right.
So what can you do? First,
hey, I got to interrupt this because we've got to pay some bills. 30 seconds, that's it. A very quick ad, and then Alan will be back.
Romance. I wish I knew more about what girls want from a relationship. Boy, I wish I knew more about what I want. Where's that ad I saw? Here it is. The Selfish Path to Romance, a serious romance guidebook. Download Chapter 1 for free at selfishromance.com and buy it at amazon.com. The Selfish Path to Romance. That is interesting.
So what can you do? first, you're doing a wonderful thing, which is you're identifying the problem, and you have motivation to change, and you say that you're taking your frustration and anger out on her. So what you need, communication skills. You need a way to express yourself without attacking. So let me give you a mini sampler of what you could do in that situation, Chris. You could say to her, honey, what did she want you to do? What task was it? She was telling you what to do. What did she want you to do around the house?
I believe it has something to do with clothes.
Okay.
Because for some reason she thinks that because she does the laundry that I'm supposed to fold it. I'm saying, if you're doing the laundry, you might as well just go ahead and do. Go ahead with all of it. I mean, when I do the laundry, I wash it and I fold it.
Okay,
but with
so
her, it's like she washes it and then I'm supposed to fold it. I'm like, where did that come from?
Yeah, it could come.
What I mean?
Let me tell you, it could come from years ago, from her family of origin. In our family, one of us would do one thing, the other. If I washed the clothes, even with my kids, when I washed the clothes, my son would fold them. So there's no right or wrong here. It's the skill is, how do you negotiate together when you're not angry? When any of the things that you guys have fought over, whether it's the dishes or the clothes, or if you have kids, or the kids, or if it's who's parking the car in the driveway first, whatever you got, and sex, I can throw that one in there, but whatever that's a big one, but whatever you're fighting over, when you're in a quieter mood and a more friendly mood, coach yourself, tell yourself, what I'm about to say, I'm going to say to someone I love. That actually came from a psychologist, that advice, a different psychologist. And if you tell yourself that in advance, what I'm about to say, I'm about to say this to someone I love, it can take the edge off. You won't lash out as quickly. And then say, honey, we've had a lot of trouble with the laundry, with the clothes. Let's come up with something that we're both at home with so we don't end up fighting. And I don't want to pick on your weight. I hate it when I do that. I regret it right afterwards. But that's, I don't know whether I got that from my own childhood. Did you grow up in a family where people picked on each other?
Well, I mean, growing up, as for me, I was like, I kind of felt like I was the black sheep because, like, all my other cousins, my older cousins used to make fun of me. I mean, not my physical, but like my name, because it was kind of unique. Because my full name is Chris Murr.
Okay.
Chris Murr. So I would just constantly get it from them. So
okay, then see, you can explore where these patterns came from, and if you feel vulnerable as a kid and you attack back, you don't want to be doing that at work or with your wife. So let me give you some quick tips, because we're right at the end of time here. There's a book, The Anger Control Workbook by Matthew McKay and Peter Rogers, The Anger Control Workbook. You could Google that and get that book. They give lots of tips on what you can say to yourself. I can find a way to say what I want to say without anger. You can learn assertiveness skills. And you want to be able to talk with your wife in a calm moment. And anything that you've thought about, take one at a time. Don't try to pile them on each other. And try to come up with a strategy to deal with those problems in advance, like who does the laundry. So listen, I thank you so much for your call, Chris.
Oh, thank you for listening in.
Okay, thank you.
For more Dr. Kenner podcast, go to drkenner.com and please listen to this ad. Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by clinical psychologist Dr. Ellen Kenner and co-author Dr. Edwin Locke, who's world famous for his theories in goal setting.
Sex, more than any other pleasure, involves the integration, the joining, the merging of both your mind and your body. There are pleasures that involve mainly the mind, such as intellectual achievements or contemplating a work of art. And there are pleasures that are primarily physical, such as a good workout, a massage, or a hot bath. But more than any other pleasure, sex involves you as a whole person, combining both conscious and physical sensations. Romantic sex is the most intense pleasure a human being can experience.
You can download Chapter 1 for free by going to drkenner.com and buy it at amazon.com.